Welcome to That's So Clutch, an automotive podcast that bridges the gap between car industry experts and those who are not. Hey everyone, welcome back to That's So Clutch. I'm Alini Ferreira, your host, and today I've got Mark Bond, tire specialist at First Texas Honda. You may recognize him from episode 5 that really went off. We went over a lot of big tire facts, so if you haven't checked that one out, definitely do it. Today, however, we're going to go over tires in cold weather as the temperatures across the country start to drop. So first question, Mark, what's the ideal time to switch from all season to winter tires?
Okay, great question. As somebody who grew up in a snow state, my rule of thumb was you put them on between October and November. You could think Halloween to Thanksgiving, mainly because at that point, you've surpassed most of the warm temperatures in our country in those areas that need the winter tires. You're probably seeing highs in the 50s, 60s, and that is a perfect time, mainly because of the softer compound of a winter tire basically melts away at higher temperatures. So that October, November area, it's going to be a perfect time to put them on. I say, again, Halloween to Thanksgiving. It's just a great way to remember it.
Yeah. So how does tire pressure change in cold weather, and why is it important to monitor and maintain that proper tire pressure in the colder months?
Yeah, so in the colder months, let's all go back to our physics class in college, high school, wherever that may be, and that as a gas gets colder, it compresses. So in summer, you're at 35, 36 PSI, whatever it may be. Now in the cooler months, they've gone down to 32, 33. It's not that you have a leak. It's not that anything weird's going on. That's just physics. Why is that important? Because the lower an air pressure gets, the higher temperature a tire can create. So basically you have more rolling resistance because now the tire is going to basically sit flatter on the ground, which is going to be great for traction, but your fuel mileage might suffer. And at the end of the day, we don't want to have any type of blowout. And if that tire gets really low on pressure, now we're going to overheat it. And then you're into a whole plethora of problems that nobody wants to deal with.
Yeah. So are there any advanced tire technologies or features that enhance safety and handling during those winter months? Because you said the flatter it is, the better traction, but...
So when it comes to winter driving, snow tires, technology is always advancing in snow tires. What was new in 2002 is old news by 2010, and now we're in 2023. The technology is always advancing. So snow tires, absolutely amazing. Outside of having a good observant driver, drive into the conditions, knowing your vehicle, maintain your vehicle's alignment, air pressure, stuff of that nature. I wouldn't say there's any advanced technologies outside of the normal driver aids that are coming on all your newer vehicles. So just be smart about it and drive to conditions.
Yeah. So how can I improve my overall winter driving safety beyond choosing the right tires, such as adjusting driving techniques or maintaining other vehicle components, like you said?
I would say, make sure if you're, living in those colder climates, winterize your vehicle as a general maintenance tip, because your coolant doesn't just cool, it needs to be able to help warm everything up as well. So if your state has a winterization program, which is typically going to go through your oil, your coolant, tires, air pressure, cabin and engine filters, that's the biggest thing I can say, because you want to make sure that you are fully prepared for anything that comes with you. And then maybe have an emergency kit in there. So if something happens, you have the ability to get out of a situation. So whether it's putting a shovel in your car, putting some sand, or just some sort of traction device. So be prepared. Hopefully you never have to use it. But if it comes into that situation, you have that peace of mind that, hey, I have the skills, the ability to move on.
Yeah, I like that. That actually just answered my next question. So perfect. Okay. So what types of climates and weather conditions are all-weather tires best suited for?
Yeah, so I know we talked about that on the prior episode.
Yeah.
So your all-weather tires are that new category, and I say new probably within past 3 to 5 years, that incorporates snow tire technology into an all-season tire.
Yeah.
Stuff like that is those areas that may get cold and cool, but not necessarily see enough snow where you can put a full set of snow tires on. So, mid-Atlantic, maybe the Pacific Northwest, where you just want that added comfort and security that if it does ice, if it does snow, hey, I can go with it and be good to go.
For places with extremely cold winters, would you recommend all-season tires or all-weather tires?
I'm going to go with option C, winter tires. Both of those are great options. I would go with the all-weather because it has that snow tire technology in there. And also remember, any area of the country that consistently gets below 45 degrees, that's when a traditional all-season tire becomes less effective, because as it gets colder, that rubber basically stiffens and can, in a broad sense, become plastic. So that's why I always tell people the worst winter tire is still better than the best all-season tire, because that winter tire is designed for one purpose and one purpose only.
Right.
So if you live in a climate that gets 45 degrees or less consistently, definitely all weather. If you can put a set of winter tires on there, then your car is going to thank you even much more. And I'll say to people with all-wheel drive, you put a set of winter tires or all-weather tires, it makes that all-wheel drive come alive. Like, it is just the icing on the cake for any, I don't want to name any brands, but everybody has all-wheel drive, winter tires.
Yeah.
It's the chef's kiss.
Yeah. Well, that's all the questions I have. You really got them really good. So thank you for coming in. I hope you enjoyed coming in really quick. I know you're probably a busy man.
I always love doing this. I love spreading the knowledge. And if everybody has any additional questions, please put them in the comments below.
Yeah,
I'd love to answer them. And, like I've been saying, I'm always here to help. And I want people to just have good, safe tires.
Thank you for joining, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this episode of That's So Clutch. Like Mark said, if you have any questions about the automotive industry, please feel free to leave them down below and maybe we'll feature them in the next video. Bye.